What's up, guys? Welcome to the first official Film Unleashed podcast. Now you're probably saying to yourselves, was there a podcast before? Yes, but that was called something completely different. That was Meet the Owner. So today we're going to be talking about some behind the scenes videos we've been filming. If you want to do that too for your company, what that could look like. And then we're going to go ahead and introduce you to the team real quick. And then we're going to jump into just some movie making talk with some cool projects we want to work on. And you can just get to know the team. So we have Hannah Jordan, who is our wild card. She's been filming the behind the scenes stuff, the YouTube videos, all that fun stuff. We've got Asa, he actually edited the behind the scenes video, but primarily does a lot of our, our work, our client facing work. And then we have Peyton Butler, who is, he's managing projects, doing all the cool operations stuff. And then you got me, who's on the camera majority of the time for all client facing projects and making sure the team's working hard. That's it. That's the team. So let's get into this. We just filmed a video for Lasting Order organization. Shout out to them. It's really cool what they do. They organize stuff and help people who don't know how to get rid of things and whatnot. But Hannah filmed it, and I said, Hannah, over the summer, let's film every project. Let's just record it and see what happens. And with that first video, we didn't really have a plan. Would you say, Hannah?
Definitely not.
Definitely not, but that's okay. The plan was shoot from the hip. Let's just film. Let's see what happens. And then let's start to figure out a plan around it, because we really didn't know what was going to happen at the end of the day. It's like, okay, we're going to show up. We're filming for them, but how much time do we have to talk to the camera? How much stuff can we plan in and work into our YouTube video that we're filming? Because you don't want to be disruptive to the actual shoot, right? It's not about us. It's about them at the end of the day. So Hannah, what's the number one thing you'd say we need to do next time when filming?
Probably give the people a mic, because I feel like they were talking about a lot of stuff that you couldn't hear at all. I
think we give them a mic. I think we give you a mic. I think it'd be fun to have the camera person be a character, quote unquote, of the project. They give us some fun stuff to cut to. So yeah, and then so Mike, and then we talked about story. Peyton and I discussed that. Peyton, what do you think after watching that video? What was your initial feedback?
I thought that it was great. It was a great insight into what we do. I think it gave a lot of explanations that are helpful for people that aren't in this kind of realm, this world of line of work. They just see the videos. They don't understand what goes into it. And I think that the behind the scenes video gave a really good insight of different tools or terminology that if we said, people would have no clue, and it kind of explained it to them. And even I learned some things as well. Something
Peyton and I talked about was like, if we do this more, it's going to get to the point where it's like, okay, people are like, oh, we get you make videos and how to make a video like loosely. And Peyton's like, we need that like through line story. That's like kind of like, or not maybe a through line story, but just like a little extra story where like we're talking to the camera and whatnot. And I think, Hannah, when we were filming, we're about halfway, 2/3 of the way through filming these behind the scenes content. And you were like, you got to talk to the camera. And I was like, oh my goodness, you're right. Because the challenge of filming behind the scenes content is you're just working and you're doing your thing. And I mean, Asa can talk about this. Like there's so much footage of me talking to the clients, but none of it is to the audience. So it just doesn't feel as natural, as raw. It doesn't, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I thought it went great. And we'll see. I mean, we just posted it and we didn't tell anybody we were really doing it. So we'll see how it performs. But I thought some of the fun stuff we did was just like Asa jumped in there and did some sick animations for like when we were talking about aperture, when we were talking about depth of field, all sorts of stuff. It was great. Okay, here's the scenario. You own a local shop. What local shop do you own, Asa?
Ooh, that's a swords. Definitely swords, actually.
Asa makes swords. And this analogy, so imagine this. You own a sword shop. You're like, man, I need to do some social media. We don't want to hire Film Unleashed. We can't afford them right now. Whatever it is, who knows? And you're like, okay, I'm going to have my nephew come in and follow me around with the iPhone. What should we do? That's you. You're asking that question. So it's like, well, first off, You should hook them with the cool finished product, then jump straight into here's step 1, 2, and 3. After that, you start to run out of things to do, though. So that's where it's like you got to get creative. You got to go on the socials. You got to see what's trending. You got to see what do people like in the industry, and then start to do some more fun behind the scenes content. Can I speak? But yeah, does anyone have anything to elaborate? Any advice they'd like to share? The people trying to create behind the scenes content on their own.
I can offer advice as far as story. What I would say, like if you're trying to get going on social media, what I find is helpful is to talk about what you're passionate about. Like, people aren't interested in what your product is necessarily, but if you're interested in it, then I'm interested in why you find it so cool. Like, I'm never going to be interested in something like basket weaving, but if somebody is really into basket weaving, then I'm at least going to be interested enough to see, why are you so interested in basket weaving? That kind of thing.
Exactly. That's it's a great way to put it. I really think you hit the nail on the head. Yeah. Well, sick. Well, I guess we'll move on. Let's just talk fun stuff here. What's everyone's favorite movie? Let's just go around.
Do you want me? I can start.
Yeah. Be clickbaity.
Favorite movie has got to be Interstellar. I don't think I've ever been able to get through it without a few tears. So it's definitely, it can be a sad one, but it's a great story, great film, great graphics all around.
Have you seen Project Hail Mary yet?
I have not. You
Okay.
told me the other day I got to watch it. I can't work here and not watch it, is what you say. So I better.
It's true. Your job's on the line.
Yeah.
Project Hail Mary is better than Interstellar. I'll say it.
Whoa,
Right.
Whoa, that's crazy. I disagree. I think it's two different fields. I think it's like watching the Batman and Batman: The Dark Knight. Two different worlds. They just so happen to both be Batman. They both just so happen to be in space, but totally two different vibes.
That is fair. They're pretty different as far as vibe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, Hannah, what's your favorite movie right now?
It's always been Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Spider-Man.
Probably because of the soundtrack.
It's a phenomenal soundtrack. It really is. No one's hating on it. They can't even. She's just right.
I mean, Into the Spider-Verse is one of those movies that's a perfect movie, in my opinion. There's a few movies that fall into that list. That's definitely one of them.
What's some of those movies that fall into a perfect movie list? Number one, we have Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Probably Back to the Future, if I had to guess.
Actually, Back to the Future is not on there for me, but it's solid. It's a solid movie, but I mean, Empire Strikes Back is top of the list. Like, there's no question. Other perfect movies. I'm gonna put Maze Runner on there. That one's not one that a lot of people think of when you think of a perfect movie, but it's perfect for me. Okay, so
so it's not a perfect movie. We're talking like perfect movies.
So if we're talking objectively perfect, let's see. 12 Angry Men. That's an objectively perfect movie. Have you watched that one yet? I remember I talked to you about it.
No, not yet. No.
Yeah, that's
I
a
need
good one.
to. It's supposed to be. I would put Pirates of the Caribbean, the first one, in as a perfect movie.
That's true. That's a good one.
Sick.
It's gotta be some others. Hang on.
Yeah. Peyton, do you have any perfect movies to throw in there?
What I have to say is that personally, I think Breaking Bad, which is obviously a TV show, is the best piece of whatever you want to call it that I've ever seen in my life. I've never enjoyed a series or a movie quite like I have watching all those episodes and seasons.
Peyton actually hates movies and works for a company called Film Unleashed, which is
That's
ironic. I think, honestly.
It's not true.
Not true. I'm messing with you. No, that's cool. Hannah, what else? You got any perfect movies you want to add to that list?
I don't think so.
No perfect
not
movies.
that instantly come to mind.
Okay,
All right,
Asa,
I got
favorite
it.
movie.
So favorite movie is definitely Empire Strikes Back. Other ones that can go on the top, like perfect movies: Winter Soldier, Mission Impossible 6, which is the one with Henry Cavill. Indiana Jones 3, I think is a perfect movie. First one is probably also a perfect movie, but I just personally like Indiana Jones 3 better. Lord of the Rings is a perfect trilogy. So there's that one as well. Top Gun Maverick, that's probably a perfect movie as well.
It's a perfect movie, and it's honestly better than Empire Strikes, or no, it's better than A New Hope because it's the exact same movie. Let's be honest.
Okay.
The plot is similar. Pretty similar. Besides the part where they send them, they have to rescue R2D2 and Princess Leia for the Death Star planes. But besides that, I guess really just the plot: super weapon, nuclear weapon, blow everything up. French ride. Yeah, sick. Okay, that's cool. And Indiana Jones, I go back and forth between the first and third one. Like some days, like some years, I guess I'm like, oh, I'm a big number 3 guy. Then I'll be like, no, the first one. But they're both just like that. They're so good. You can interchange them. They're just so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's true. All right. Well, my top 3 favorite cinema movies are No Country for Old Men, Baby Driver, and Whiplash. When people say, what's your favorite movie? I give them that. But if I'm going for like fun, like I just want to watch a good movie, I'm going Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire. I'm going to throw in Winter Soldier, Captain America Winter Soldier, and probably Guardians of the Galaxy. Those 3 are just my fun movies. But I like so many movies. It can just depend. It can just depend on the mood. But yeah.
I've never seen Whiplash. Why does everybody love Whiplash so much?
Whiplash is really cool. So Whiplash started as a short film. Dude was able to get J.K. Simmons to be in a short film. Played at the film festival. Didn't win the film festival. Got like second place. Got called up by multiple people wanting to make his movie. Then he makes the movie. And it's a big hit. And then after that, he goes and does La La Land, if I'm not mistaken. There's a couple other movies. But it's really good because, one, the music is huge. Like, the dude was like a music major, and he wanted to go do music. And then I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he pivots and does movies. So, like, all of the music work inside of the movie is, like, actually accurate to an extent. I mean, it's still movie magic, but generally speaking, it's significantly better. And then the mood shift, like the tension that's in that movie is insane. J.K. Simmons' acting is insane. Miles Teller's. I wasn't a real big fan of Miles Teller's originally, and then I watched Whiplash. I was like, oh, bro can act. But yeah, it's a very emotional plot twist. Like, there's stuff that happens in that movie that you would never see coming. And you're like, oh, wow. And so you're fully immersed. You're like, what's about to happen? And then it just doesn't go your way. That's why everyone likes it. It's just trippy.
See, a lot of these movies you guys are talking about just aren't necessarily my style. I don't think we've ever talked about Whiplash, just you and I, but I absolutely love that movie. That movie's top tier.
Dude, the language in that movie, I watched it. I didn't even know it. Like, I knew that he was like aggressive. And I was like, oh my gosh. There's words I've never heard before. That's why I've only watched it once, but like, it's so good.
Yeah, I think that's a movie that I think I sat down after I finished watching it for like an hour and just like rethought my life. And I was like, I need to get it together. Like,
you got to lock in.
Motivational.
Oh, dude, that movie's motivational. And what's the other one? Oh, Michael Jackson, or was it Michael? We watched Michael. Hannah and I did. I thought I was inspired. I don't think it's a good movie. I think it's visually good. It sounds great. It's amazing, but I think it's just as a movie, it's not the best. As a biopic, it's great. They had to cut like a third of the movie, third to half the movie because of legal allegations that they didn't know about till after they filmed it, which, really brings the story down. It's more of a character arc than a specific like movie story. Next up on our list is projects we want to work on. Now at Film Unleashed, for context, we make videos. If you're new here, we make videos for companies, and we just recently we're currently in the middle of a process of doing a project for Hyundai, which is huge. So are there any other like corporations, any other Fortune 500, global Fortune 500 companies you guys want to work with? I want Dr. Pepper. That's what I want. I'd love to land Dr. Pepper.
So you're a big soda guy then, huh?
Not anymore, but I used to drink a Dr. Pepper every day. Back when I had a high metabolism. Now I just drink coffee. Drink it black half the time.
I enjoy an orange soda every now and again, but I know how bad soda is, and so I limit it greatly, where I'm like maybe once a month I'll treat myself to a soda or something like that. I stick with lemonade if I'm going to have a sugar drink. But companies to work with, I remember months ago you were talking about you were in talks with a guy who does like scuba diving stuff, and that always stuck, and I was like, that would be kind of sick to work on like scuba diving stuff. I feel like that would be a lot of fun, so I'm going to go with that for my choice. Good pick.
We briefly talked to them for a minute and nothing happened, and it's no shame to anybody. It's just that's just how stuff works. But I would anything that's epic. I mean, the company's called Film Unleashed. We need to do some unleash things, like jump out of a plane with a camera, go scuba diving with some sharks, like something that's like, wow, that's awesome. Who made the video? We need to use them. That's stuff that's like pretty sick.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool to do something underwater or in the mountains, just something, just to kind of show off what we can do with the camera,
Any project like that, though, I want it to be a project where we can stage it. Like filming events is cool, but the challenge with that is you shoot from the hip a lot. Like you have like shots you want to get, but you don't have the ability to stop an event and block things out and like, this is how we're going to film it and get the shot. So if we should do something in the mountains or underwater, it'd be really great to be like, here's the exact shots we want. And we go in and we get them, because every time we do that, the footage is 10 times better.
Yeah.
But it would be so hard to film underwater, because it's a camera and you're underwater. They have like these cool contraptions that you put your camera in and like have it all. You have to have like your settings preset to an extent, because like you can't like twist all the knobs and everything, so you're limited. And then like lighting, like you're underwater, like, so that's a whole different thing. Like, oh, it's dark, so it'd be crazy to do. What about you, Hannah? What companies do you want to go after?
I know you just did Hyundai, but it was like what do you call it? Like excavation and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like actual car company, like
an
film
actual
a car commercial would be so cool.
Imagine getting like a Lamborghini or like Mercedes.
Like Porsche.
Lamborghini has a sick video for their Hurricane, though I'm not the biggest fan of that Lamborghini. It was almost like a 2-minute short film they released, and they never do commercials. Most of the sports car companies, they don't do commercials. Like the average person isn't going to buy it.
Exactly.
But Porsche though, that'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be tough. That'd be really tough. Okay, upcoming stuff. Well, what do we have? We have a behind the scenes video for Apex. That's going to be good. It'll probably be similar to an extent to this last behind the scenes video. I'm curious to see how we spice it up. We filmed a lot with Insta360 cameras recently, but we haven't edited any of it. Like, I just keep recording it, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. What I need to do is we need to go in and like pair our actual shots we're getting with the Insta360 camera and like have it like split for the socials. I think that could be really cool. And then do a little voiceover. Or it doesn't need to be like a full YouTube video per se, but like it's good content at least to show off. Dude, like literally every time I talk to business owners, like in like a group setting, they're asking about filmmaking. Anytime I get into the numbers, typically, this isn't all the time, but typically they're like, oh, okay, numbers, I don't care. But when I tell them like a really cool trick we did of like how we achieved a shot, I'm like, here's the shot, here's the behind the scenes picture, and it looks nowhere near like the finished shot. They're blown away. Like this one time, we filmed the inside of a washing machine, and what we did is we took a whole washing machine apart and cut a hole in it and then rigged it up on like some horse saws. And then we re-simulated a washing machine, and we like had like fake glass we'd glued up to it, and it was like a whole thing. And people were like, how did you get that shot? And I showed them. Like, what? That's crazy. So stuff like that's always really fun and seems to perform pretty well for us. But yeah. What else do we have going on, guys? Anything else you guys are excited for?
We're about to get things signed up with Modern Structure, which I think luxury custom home builder. I think those are going to be some awesome shoots of some absolutely beautiful houses. So I'm excited to see how those projects come along. It's going to be awesome.
Modern Homes or tongue-tied. His Custom Homes by Modern Structure, their houses are beautiful. Like you see these houses and you're like, how does someone afford that? Like that's how epic they are. It's just like so grand. So I'm very excited that we get to be out there on that and film those. That'll be good. Yeah. And then on the YouTube side of things, Hannah and I are working on a little Michael Jackson, recreating Michael Jackson's 3 most famous music videos to an extent. As a challenge, because we had a lull in YouTube videos, so we're working on that one. We've been working on that one for a month now, I think, right?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Well, it turns out it's a little hard to dance like Michael Jackson, so it's a great process. But that's part of the arc of the story.
I'm guessing one of those is moonwalk, right? You're probably moonwalking in one of those 3.
Moonwalking. Okay. So what's the shuffle called?
It's like the moon circle or something. There's like names for it.
There's like this circle thing you do with your feet. And I started with that because that was at the top of the list Hannah gave me. And I was like, what the heck? This is the hardest one on the list. And then it turns out after you learn that, moonwalking is really easy. I don't have it completely down. It depends on like shoes, like what shoes you're wearing and what the floor is like. And I was like, does that mean I'm not good? But if you go look at Michael Jackson footage, he's like has people like clean the floor like mid stage so he can like actually slide because it gets rough. I was like, oh, that's good. But yeah, and it's not like full recreations, right? But it's like a decent recreation. So that's exciting. And so for you guys at home, Hannah's like a super music nerd. So we're trying to find as the wild card, she knows how to she can film, she can edit, she can plan. So we're incorporating one where it's highly music focused for her. And then I can't do any form of music. So I'm using this as the time to actually learn how to count music, which is super helpful when creating content and blocking and different things like that. So the YouTube Joe Jordan YouTube channel is great for us to like actually practice things. And it's like, okay, it doesn't have to be fully professional. Like we can actually just like try stuff. And if it fails, it's like, whatever. It's just it's a place to learn. So it's always fun. All right. If you like this, comment below if we should do it again, topics we should do. We're just making content, hanging out. And hopefully the audio was good, all the fun stuff. But if you like the video, comment, subscribe, the works, and then there will be another video on the screen. You're probably seeing it right now. You should click it and you should watch it. Maybe it's the behind the scenes video. Probably haven't watched it yet. But all right, that's it. We're signing off. We'll talk to you later.